programming the left side and we had that left implant on, did you still hear your tinnitus?
Yeah.
Okay. And the same thing, now that they're both on, you're still hearing your tinnitus?
Yeah, and it's just this, you know, it's like furnace machine.
Okay.
White noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, you know, it doesn't make the ability for me to hear any worse. It's just there. It's
Just-
like,
Mm-hmm.
get out of there.
Right, right. That makes sense. So now that you've been listening with both sides for a couple of minutes, does it still seem like it's a bit on the loud side?
Can you hear the rest of us talking?
If we all talk at once.
What if we all
Yeah.
talk at the same time and blah, 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 blah?
You.
Just, how does my voice sound? Does that sound loud or regular?
Just
or
regular.
How about my voice? Does it sound too loud? Do you like it? Does
It
it sound
sounds
music?
sexy.
I can actually hear you.
You can hear what
Oh,
I'm saying? Can you understand me?
Yeah, I can hear your voice. What I'm saying is, I got a little of your voice.
Alex's actual
Difference
Alex's
in
voice?
yours.
Oh, good.
It's just a couple little,
He wondered if it was prettier.
oh, smells better.
Can you hear mine okay?
Put the camera down.
Can you
Have to
hear,
see.
can you hear my voice okay?
Yeah.
What if I talk really loud? Is that really annoying?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Can
wow.
you hear me if I talk at this volume?
Mhm.
You can still hear something,
Yeah.
but you can't hear what I'm saying if I cover my mouth.
I can't hear what you're saying if I look at your mouth.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
So you did hear what she
I don't
said?
know if I did it or if I could figure
Right,
it out
figure it
because
out, yeah.
I
Right.
knew what she was saying.
Yeah.
My brain is so used to figuring things out that
We're here in Seattle. No?
doesn't understand.
Seattle?
I heard your voice, but I don't know what you're saying.
That's,
Sorry.
at what point does he start to be able to make out words? Is that like months?
No. I think he'll be able to start picking out words without visual cues probably within the next week or so.
Wow.
And it's going to start off slow. And a lot of times with the implant, it takes a lot of practice. So words and names that you hear more often, like for example, if you talk about coffee a lot in your house, coffee might be a word that
Coffee?
that you understand really clearly. Or maybe the names of your pets or different names. The more often you hear them, the quicker you'll be able to understand them without looking at the lips. And a lot of times it's just constant practice. And you're going to be really exhausted. You are certainly going to feel much more tired than you have over the past 2 weeks. So give yourself the freedom to take lots of breaks. Give yourself the freedom to be a little bit agitated if you still feel like you can just barely understand something but you can't.
Oh, when you say give yourself a break, you mean take them off?
Some people need to. Other people just need to have 10 minutes to maybe read or to sit and drink a cup of tea and not be trying to listen and process sounds. But everything will be new to you. The sound of the blinker in the car, the sound of the water running, the sound of the toilet flushing. All of those things that make sounds are going to be so different from before. And so it takes a lot. It takes a lot for your brain to process that. And on top of it all, to try and make sense out of speech, which is really a critical portion of why most people want an implant. Most people don't get an implant so they can hear their keys jingle. They want to hear their wife talking or listen to Christmas music. And so it's frustrating when little tiny common things come through clear as a bell, but voices are still difficult to hear. But I think for you, I really think you're going to do exceptionally well with your implant, just based on how well you're adapting to it here in this office. I think you're going to quickly be able to listen and make sense out of speech.
So the whole time you just spoke, I mean, part of it's because you speak very,
Sure.
you ought to maybe think of doing this as a living.
You should consider that.
You're pretty good at it.
Thanks.
But I mean, I didn't miss a, there wasn't one word that I didn't catch, so.
That's great. That's really, really great.